Innovators and entrepreneurs are driven by their vision. They believe that they can solve problems and make things better for people with their new ideas. In the previous videos, we've been following the stories of 6 young people who want to tackle 6 unique problems. They've noticed the problem and they started asking questions. They've done a lot of research and now they think they are ready to start trying some solutions. As their visions become more clear, each of them knows they'll need to work hard, find the financial and other resources needed, find the right technology, and assemble the right team to make their idea work. So here's a brief recap. Jorge wants to get people into football games faster while making them safer. Patricia wants to make diagnoses more accurate at her small regional hospital. Billy has perfected his New Jersey-style pizza, found a great mentor named Karen, and is looking for money to get a location. Sophia wants kids to have access to books when they're at home. She needs to get the unused books in warehouses out of the publisher's hands and into the homes of disadvantaged kids. Brendan keeps on tinkering on his solution for the disgusting toothbrush cup dilemma. He thinks about his invention day and night, and he believes he's getting closer and closer to a solution. And finally, Kamal is the young computer science major who's ended up working at a medical research foundation, and he has some bold ideas with his team. The good news for each of them is that there is technology available today that can greatly impact their pursuit for a solution to their problem. Computers can do things that were unimaginable 20 years ago. Robots have long been working in factories, but soon we'll see them in everyday life. Communications and information sharing has become effortless and practically free. Transportation is on the brink of a revolution with driverless technology. And medical advances are appearing at an ever-increasing pace. The one underlying tech that will tie everything together, that's artificial intelligence. Our computers are now connected to the world and collecting data. With our cell phones, cameras, research, and global positioning, the problem is not that we can't collect the data. The problem is, what do we do with all of it? Supercomputers with record-breaking processing speed can search through billions of pages of data and help innovators and creators solve their problems. Let's see what types of technology our inventors can leverage in the pursuit of their goals. Let's start with our security expert, Jorge. After all his research and scores of interviews, Jorge stumbled upon a few technologies that will help alleviate congestion at game time. Built into his team's app on everyone's phone is a proximity sensor. When those fans are within a mile of the stadium, they'll get a message advising them to go to a certain gate to get a prize. Cameras at each gate will screen the crowd and use facial recognition technology to pull up past troublemakers out for special screening. Kiosks will allow most fans to register for pre-screening so they can skip the security lines in the future. This database of regular fans is cross-referenced with the TSA pre-flight data. And once scanned, fans will only need their phone and to walk slowly through a special line. No more coat checks and no more wait. The other fans who don't have the app and the pre-screening ability will have to wait in another line. All told, the lines have disappeared. Jorge has developed a system that he now wants to sell to other sports teams around the world. In her research of various technologies to help her hospital, Patricia and her partner found that AI is already starting to help doctors. Computers have compiled billions of pages of research of medical data and medical histories. And when doctors enter symptoms by interviewing a patient, the computer system helps them narrow down a diagnosis. Patricia's product will be different though. She will go to each hospital and customize the product to help people in that region fight diseases that tend to be a problem there. She will merge the hospital's data into her system and help create something customized. Remember that she had a competitor from another country? She looked at her potential customer base and realized that there was room in the market for a better product. She pivoted to make her medical diagnosis solution suited to each hospital. Well, I don't know if you're hungry, but I have a feeling that Billy's Pizzeria might open soon. You may remember that Billy spent months trying to perfect his dough and sauce. With the help of his mentor and retired restaurateur Karen, Billy has managed to find a great location to rent in an up-and-coming neighborhood. After months of constant work, Billy's decided to buy a state-of-the-art point-of-sale system. He invested in fiber optic internet access, and this allows his computer system to pay his employees, pay his bills, pay his taxes, and track his inventory with cameras in the storeroom walls. If a customer scans a QR code on the door, they can get periodic text messages when his business is slow. Or when someone writes a favorable review online, he also gets notified. His steady customers will get notified when they're driving close to the restaurant to alert them to sales. You would not think that a pizzeria would need all that tech. All of this takes 20 to 30 hours of work off of Billy's plate each week. It allows him to concentrate on his customers and his outrageously delicious pizza. Now, let's visit Sophia in her quest to get books to kids who need them. Remember that Sophia was shocked to learn that publishers had warehouses full of books that were collecting dust. And after writing a proposal and a business plan to start a nonprofit, she got a grant from a local foundation to create a system to distribute books. She hired a programmer to use AI to cross-reference data from the U.S. Census, information about families from local school districts, and the inventory of the millions of books waiting to be distributed. What's cool is that Sophia knows kids so well, she added a feature to her website that allows a kid to tell the AI system what they're most interested in. This way, the kids only get books that they're likely to read. What's more, the programmers build a reward system in which kids can have an account and answer questions with a virtual teacher on the website. The system knows what each kid reads and quizzes them on it. And the AI teacher learns the kids' habits and suggests books when they are freely available. Kids have learned to love this AI teacher. It can sense their expressions and encourage them to concentrate. It can design games for each kid. Plus, it will notify teachers and parents if it notices that a kid is having trouble reading. That way, intervention can happen early. Sophia knows that she is changing lives and ensuring that these kids get a fair shot in high school and beyond. Okay, hold on to your lunch. Our Brendan Spit Cup Eradicator is next. At a local college, 2 bus changes from his house, Brendan found a makerspace. That's a business incubator that has all sorts of tools and materials to help innovators build their ideas. Brendan started going there every weekend and after school. With the help of a programmer there, he learned how to really use computer-aided design. In the process, Brendan took a picture of his latest prototype. That's a mock-up of his invention. The computer digitized it and measured the whole thing. As he changed the design, the AI system made helpful suggestions and let him know what materials he would need. He got so much done on the computer because it would help him notice if he was doing something repetitive, and it would finish the work for him. AI is getting so good that Brendan was able to perfect numerous designs. He printed them out on 3D printers and gave them to some family members to try out. He's excited because he believes he has something that is totally new and can be patented. While the previous innovators were solving local problems, Kamal and his team have stumbled upon a world-changing idea. With billions of smartphones around the world, Kamal had an idea to combine biometric health technology, cell phone communication, data from the World Health Organization, data from government census, and even local news. Realize that no human being could ever make heads or tails of all of this information. but artificial intelligence can. It's going to work like this. People will be given access to free healthcare screenings in poor countries if they install an app on their phone. They need to wear a device on their wrist that monitors dozens of pieces of health data. What's more, their family will get food assistance if they log what they eat every day. The system will track the overall health of these participants. If there's an epidemic, the computers will alert authorities. Furthermore, Kamal's system may be able to devise a way to keep entire countries healthier and happier. He hopes to prevent disease, save the world money, and help people live longer lives. Each of these young, innovative people will need to keep up with the pace of technological change, because the life cycle of their products and services are getting shorter and shorter. Innovators must always be looking at how to improve what they do. So, if you were paying attention, you probably noticed that technology is a bigger part of our lives than you counted on. You can expect tech like AI to continue to grow and integrate into our lives, our jobs, and our creativity. But as good as it is, we still need innovators and entrepreneurs to find the problems, ask the questions, and come up with solutions. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.